And welcome to another session based on life purpose and money blockage and energy leakage. And I was really guided to share this part. So, this is a part of my mastermind session, and right now we are in the class. And I was really guided from within to share this out there for all of you who need it and are in the twin flames journey at this point of time and are going through a huge surge, a huge shift, when especially it is coming to your block related to abundance. So, wherever money is an issue, abundance block is an issue in your life, this session, this part of the session will be dedicated to clearing that, dedicated to going deep within and seeing the blocks that are coming up in your abundance, which is directly impacting your twin flames journey. So, as we know that you and your twin flames share one consciousness, as we know that twin flames are here to serve God and serve humanity through God, and they share a common life purpose and they share common core values, common core principles, and it is the internal clash of these values and principles that often bifurcates us and puts us in a position where we start to wonder of what our values are, what our principles are, who are we, what our boundaries are. And all these triggers and questions come from situations on the outside that causes us to make sacrificial changes on the inside to take certain decisions on the outside, which is often at times derailed from the alignment of who we truly are within. But for the sake of practicality, we often have to take certain decisions. So the decisions out of practicality that we take is itself based on separation, is itself based on energy leakage. Why so? Because how are you leaking your energy? By practical decision making and adjusting and compromising on certain desires, certain aspect that you entail within you. How exactly are you compromising? How exactly are you really giving up on the fact that you are worth it, your values are worth it? And this literally came to me as a channeling because our classes usually start at 9 and the classes are in Hindi, and we usually elongate the classes. And this was anyway a class where we would be working. We will be working, in fact, ahead after this is done on heartbreak and healing from the karmic wounds and the false twin flame energies that are still there. So this I'm informing because a lot of members of the mastermind are joining. So they might just get like baffled to see me converse in English, whereas the class is in Hindi. So this part is for everybody out there who needs it and is going through a lot of upheavals at this point of time, especially because of financial crunch or because of some financial upheaval that has been triggered literally new because of the pandemic. So, no matter what that is that has triggered in you, we were talking about the sense of practicality and how that is leaking of your energy and compromising of your sense of being. So, deep in your heart, you have a desire. Say, you do not like a job that you are going for. You do not like your 9 to 5 job. You're just doing it because for the sake of practicality And that's the most practical decision you can take at this point of time, and that's the most practical approach that you can take at this point of time. So, your this practical approach is in a state of derailment from what you truly desire in your heart. So, now since that is in a state of derailment from what you truly desire in your heart, every time you attempt to make that practical approach, there's constant energy leakage happening in your heart. Energy leakage is not just sexual in nature, energy leakage can be emotional, mental, physical, and it just goes on. And even spiritual, even psychological, even it just could go on. So it's basically you leaking your own energies by derailing with certain virtue of yours from that particular aspect which is already embedded in you. So wherever in your sense of being, whenever I am talking about you taking practical decisions, so it may be in terms of your life purpose journey, you really are seeking for your life purpose. Maybe you're going through the revelation process that we all are. And in each phase of your life, you develop a sense of newness, a sense of uniqueness. And in each phase of your life, you relinquish in that process. And having to relinquish in that process, you grow out of that, you level up, and you proceed to another area of interest. And that is how much we flow in the course of life. Our life's purpose is to live life. And in accordance to how we are living life, our every phase has a new interest, a newfound interest, and having to work on every phase, having to work on those newfound interests every day in every phase, in every way, in every unique way, and flowing by the course of our heart, just we can live our life purpose. So, when you are doing so, you're living your life purpose. Automatically, the question that slides in is that how is the finances going to come? What is it that is going to happen that is going to magically bring in your finances, magically bring in your clients or customers or buyers, depending on which field of life purpose or stream of business that you are proceeding to undertake. So, no matter what that is, so maybe publisher, whatever that is, maybe you're writing a book, or maybe you are a lyricist, or it can just be anything what you're doing. So, how will the right kind of people find you? How will things fall in place? How is what you are deciding practically approachable? How whatever you're deciding practically fits in to the norms and conditions and ideas of the society? How does this really align with one another? How the two of them fit into each other? So wherever you are in a state where the two of these factors are not fitting in and you just are looking forward to practical ways, practical decisions, and coming from a sense of practicality. Wherever this practicality is coming in, the practicality can also come from is that I can see the overall market, my market analysis, paralysis capacity is pretty high. I can see around what is going around in this world, how much people are suffering, how much there is crisis, how much there is a lot of issues going around, and having to see all these issues, having to see all the hurricanes of pain around, I am willing to adjust, I'm willing to make a change, I'm willing to really do something, to contribute something, to make a difference. And so I'm willing to adjust certain stuff. So wherever you're willing to adjust certain stuff there because of these reasons, automatically there will be a part in you which would be like, but I also need to take care of me. But will things really work out for me? But will things really go and work out in my favor? But will things really support me for my highest good? But will things really be in a situation where I am being absolutely supported for what I'm doing? So, will it really work out practically? Will people really get it? Will this really happen? Will that really happen? Whenever you're living your life purpose, we are living our life from the course of our being again. We are living from the course and essence of our being and flowing in the course of our heart space. So whenever you're flowing in the course of your heart space, is living in your life, flowing in the course of your life, and your life what has been given to you by God. And in the process of flowing in the course of life, you're just doing everything to just find that essence of oneness within. In that essence of oneness within, wherever there is certain people, certain things, certain issues, certain problems that are there, that are affecting you, and you're feeling a sense of pain considered there, that is where you need to love yourself. That is where you need to be with yourself. And that is where you're blocking out on almost everything in your life. And that is where the block is there. So, wherever this block is present in you, where you really are concerned about this is happening, that is happening, and a lot of things are happening. This person is doing that, that person is doing that, your DM is not talking to you, your life purpose is not falling in place, the ideal clients that you are seeking for are not coming to you, are the business that you want, how you want your business to raise, it's not upscaling and raising in that scale. So whatever these issues are out there, is COVID-19 out there, and that's really like affecting you a lot. Or there is anything out there which is out there to get you, and you're really affected by that, no matter what that is, do you think is an impact on you? Or maybe it's just a virtue in you, a belief system in you, which you really believe in strongly, and you feel like, no, nobody on earth can fulfill this desire in me. Nobody on earth can come and meet me here. No, not even my twin flame can fulfill this for me. I am going to suffer all my life because of this, because this is a suffering which has been there in my life forever. So wherever this is a suffering which has been there in your life forever, and you're like considered in that suffering, and that suffering doesn't seem to go away, that suffering doesn't seem to go away, and that suffering is something that is just there in your life, and that's the only common thing in your life, this suffering. Nothing is as common but as this suffering in your life. And you just think that this suffering is just so going to stay, and this suffering is just so not going to ever go away, because you were born with this suffering. You were born to carry this suffering, this heaviness in your heart space, and you just had to carry this heaviness in your heart space. You just had to carry whatever you're carrying to just hammer you in your heart space, and this hammering that is constantly there is because of a perceived fear that, for example, you really want to attract lottery, and you're like, oh, I'm going to get it this Friday. Oh, okay, another week passes, it just doesn't happen. Another week passes, it just didn't happen. And you're like, oh my God, when is my divine timing coming? Why isn't my divine timing coming either? So wherever these aversions are there, like, no man, nobody I know has won it. It's just so difficult to win it. I just do not know how it works. Maybe it's just my luck is not there. Maybe I'm just not in alignment. A lot of thoughts, a lot of thoughts, a lot of thoughts wherever is there, wherever all these things are coming. Your belief system, wherever your belief system believes in any other way than what you desire, is where the clash is coming in. So wherever you're trying to do something, you care for people. That's amazing. We all do care, and that's why we are here in this journey, to serve God, because it first starts with, I want to help people, I want to serve people, I want to do something for people. I want to just bring a change. I want to just bring a difference. I want to just bring some change. What if everything is perfect? What if everything is just perfect? So, when everything is just perfect, how can you add more to the perfection of it? If everything is perfect, is there anything that is there to sympathize with? If everything is perfect, is there anything that is worth crying over? If everything is perfect, is there any need for sorrows and sufferings? If everything is perfect, is there any need to just be considered in that queer striking pang that just keeps hammering you from within? So, if everything is perfect, none of that is definitely true. But you would say that from my life, it doesn't look, Chirasree, it doesn't look perfect. I do not think that my life is perfect. My life is not even close to perfection. So wherever you have these stories going on that my life is not close to perfection, along with those stories, there's also a pain. For example, you do not have that desired bank balance right now that you thrive for. So you're really disappointed and you keep on hammering yourself that, but I do not have the money, but I do not have the money, but I do not have the money. So you go ahead and affirm a little, or go ahead and listen to affirmations or meditations or anything. And then you probably write down some affirmations, or you're just posting on Instagram or checking messages, and then there are signs, and then you're like, but it's not happening with me, it's not happening in my reality. When is it gonna even happen? I know it's gonna happen, but when? So this, I know it's gonna happen, but when? All these thought processes would be piercing towards a pain in your heart, a wound in your heart. And that very wound, that very wound's root is that it's based on lack consciousness, it's based on poverty consciousness, it's based on the consciousness that it's hard work that leads to success. We are here to serve people, we are here to help each other, we are here to save the world, or there's somebody out there who needs to come and save us, or this world is in a lot of pain, so this world needs some savior, the world needs some change, world needs to be saved, there has to be somebody coming out there to save you. The saving energy that is there, that there's something going on that's just not right, something needs to be done to stop that. There is a lot of fear, right? So all this fear, all these stuff that are there, conceited of something needs to be done, something needs to be done. And that's coming from simply that if something is not done, and if something not does not need to be done, then we cannot really live our uniqueness. We cannot really live our unique purpose. Then there might be some amount of guilt there. And that guilt can only come because you do not really love what you do enough, and really work on that guilt pattern. I personally do not have that energy because I love what I do, and I just love to flow in the course of words. I just love this. I love this me. I love this. Wherever there is some kind of guilt, it might be because you literally are not exactly doing something in your state of authenticity within, of literally what you feel inside at all point of time, being that, being your own consciousness, being who you really really are authentically, is your life purpose. Who you are right now, whatever is going on inside of you right now at this point of time, whatever thoughts are coming, however you're being, who you are on the inside, without the fear, of course, that People will judge you, people will say something. You need to be some way or in some particular way to be loved. Practically, you need to do this, practically, you need to do that, practically, you need to be this, practically, you need to be that. So, practical exposure and practical solution to all that is. Wherever this practical approach, the sense of practicality is present again. The sense of practicality itself is from a place of fear, because if everything is perfect and everybody is a child of God, and we can be in a childlike essence and flow in our creative essence and just flow in our flow. We do not need to have anything practical and impractical, because everything is just so practically perfect. So, in that practical perfection, wherever there is this pain in you, where literally you want to make a change, you want to make a difference, you really have to save somebody. There's a lot of people suffering. You have also suffered. You've been through a lot of issues in your life, you've been through a lot of struggles in your life, and with all those struggles and issues that you've been through, with all those triggersome energies that have been considered in your energy, the pain that is stored in your energy system is coming from survival mode. And wherever the survival mode energy is present in you, that's clearly coming from I'll not have enough, I'll not have enough, I'll not have enough. And this aspect of yours has forgotten that there's enough and sufficient for everybody. There's more than enough for everybody out there. So wherever this aspect of yours has forgotten that there's more than enough for everybody out there, we go in deeper to that aspect. There's also a sense of rat race, competition, someone out there to get what belongs to me. I need to go ahead and get that before someone reaches there. There's like literally a race going on. Wherever there is this internal race inside of you, as you just sit with that feeling, acknowledge that feeling, and you just be choose to just be present with that feeling. And as you love that feeling, as you choose to love that essence of your being, you might be in a place where you might be in a state of wonder and bewilderment, that there's a lot of pain, a lot of fear, a lot of pain of losing a lot of stuff in you, a lot of potential of yours, a lot of your own element, a lot of your own truth, a lot of your own sense of authenticity, a lot of your sense of originality. Wherever you are wondering, what is your sense of originality? What is your sense of authenticity? When you choose to stick to that state of your being, there will be constantly a state of anxiousness, surging up from it, willing to break free and do what is practical and do what is best to align with all that is. Everything is perfect, everything is happening perfectly, everything is happening in divine order, and everything is orchestrating in perfect order. So wherever there is this state of anxiousness in us, that we really need to do something in some particular way because if we don't do that, it would not be really practical, it would not really be acceptable, it would not really make sense to people wherever we are living life for others, basically. So, wherever this part of you is there, which is living life for others, and this constant clamorous, procrastination internally, where you just start holding on to the energy that you just know what you want to do, but then you are repeatedly violating your norms and boundaries and restrictions and values and principles and preferences, and you're going out of your way to do something. And every time you go out of your way to do something, as you release that energy, it just goes back and hits you bad. And that very hit of yours that really hits you bad really level up to think that, okay, perhaps I can alter my way of thinking. I can just do something else. I can just put my energy into something else. And a sense of lethargy starts to come in this original area where the energy has really gone too further and then come ahead and pushed you. There's a sense of resonance which really leaves you haywire. So if you either you buckle up and take the action to go to the next level, or in that constant resonance that is going on, you start to feel lethargy. You start to feel lethargy. And in that state of lethargy, you may start to feel like I'm not good enough. I just should do what is practical. You start to take decision out of fear. You start to do things that you immediately think is best for you, and you start to try to fit in what is along with that. And in that process, you just often at times what happens is that you just cannot understand who you are, understand where you are standing, what's going on, and there's a lot of confusion that starts in. And this confusion is where there is a huge break that happens, and which this huge break that happens, you completely detach from the external reality and you are pushed towards the internal reality. And at this stage, also, this is when you're completely allowing yourself to at least take a leap of faith and to go within a little. And when this gap happens, you might have a sudden shutdown, not really things are making sense. You do not want to just go back to your job, or you do not want to do what you're doing. And there's a state of anxiousness, but then still there's a part of you holding this tight because you're still scared, like, how do I let it go? How do I let it go? How do I let it go? Would it be like really worth it to just let it go and choose what I really want to choose? Because what if my choices and desires will not come true? What if practically that's not possible? This is not possible. Practically, that is not possible. Wherever this energy is there, that energy is clearly from an idea of God that we have created. That energy is not from God, that energy is from the idea of God that we have created in our mind. This idea of God where miracles are limited, this idea according to which the magic is practically set in. And these practical sets, these practical ideologies have been there because of the lack of really going within, really diving deep, and really processing the internal energies. So wherever we've avoided to really go with it and work on these energies in history of humanity, that is where we have forgotten the true essence and true miracles and true magic of God, where in the true magic of God, in the true magical essence of God, you can just let loose yourself and let go of the worries and just flow in the course of your essence of being, in your internal state of being, and just be. And in that state of being, in that state of wholeness, in that state of your very presence, there comes a time when everything that you're holding on to that just loosens its grip, and with that grip losing itself, you take the leap of faith finally, And having to take the leap of faith, you finally reach a space where you're ready to really explore your potential. You can really understand or understand. Inner understanding comes in where you realize that, okay, this is my life purpose. This really exists because this is my twin flame. He really exists or she really exists. So, since that existence is true, since my very existence is true, since everything has been so existentially true, so is my life purpose existentially true and unique to my very being. And in that process, you start to flow in the course of your being. In that process, you start to flow in the essence of your energy supreme, which is present in the center of your heart. And in that process of energy, in that flow of energy, you break the barricades and you incorporate to structure in another state of belief that yes, I do have a life purpose in God. Like I have a twin flame out there. And with this belief out there, you start to just go deeper. And as you go deeper and you nurture the conscious state of your oneness with your life purpose, you would understand that that aspect of your life purpose itself holds a lot of desire, itself holds a lot of wishes, a lot of dreams that you've had, but either you've tarnished because you were growing up, or they just faded away because they didn't really fall in place the way you were wishing for them to fall in place. So, wherever these sort of pain is stored in this area of your life purpose, of course, that is inviting in the energy of expectations. So wherever there is this energy of expectations, this is much similar to the pain that might be coming, that why wasn't that person my twin flame? Why was this person my false twin flame? Why do I have to go through this? Why do I have to go through that? So this should be, and this is like a mirror to that, of course. So wherever you have this energy stored in you, that I just have no idea how is what gonna happen. I just know I have no idea why that happened to me, why this happened to me. I just do not like the pain. I do not like the pain that the person had to leave me. How was God loving me when God chose that the person who I really, really loved had to leave me? Why do I even have to be with my twin flame? Why was I even called to this journey? Because a lot of people are really in a state where they may feel like I have been forced into the journey, because you suddenly wake up and you've been like pulled into the journey. You might just start to feel like, oh, what is going on? But then, well, the path has chosen you. You haven't chosen the path. So, since the path has chosen you, wherever in you there is this pain of you want to really make a huge change, you probably want some particular partner back, or you want to live certain life purpose. Maybe it's just not working out for you. You've just you tried your best with it, and or you don't enjoy something and you really do it because you really tend to feel that, okay, if I do this, I would be doing a lot of work because I'm not enjoying this. So when I'm going to do this, I'm going to really put in a lot of hard work. I'm going to just do it. So while doing that, there will naturally be a lot of anger. With that anger energy, there would be coming a sense of powerfulness. With the powerfulness, there would be a sense of pride. With the sense of pride, there would be a state of willingness. And the state of willingness, you would be delivering but the best of your content from the state of an egoistic approach, which is from a self sacrificial position, but you're doing it much dearly because you're doing it to serve humanity. So, wherever this energy is present, And wherever you're doing something to serve humanity, it is God who we all serve. So we are definitely here to serve God. And wherever we personally think twin flames or entrepreneurs in the life purpose journey who do not even have any connection with the twin flames journey, or anyone out there who's living the life purpose journey, wherever we put people ahead of God, if you don't believe in God, wherever we put people before our own preferences, this is again coming to the same block you might have had in a relationship as well. Will your life purpose and your twin flames journey go hand in hand? And I wasn't planning this session. I wasn't planning to flow in this course of my being. I wasn't planning to flow in this state of my consciousness. It is just flowing on its own. I'm just doing nothing. I'm just letting it flow. I'm just letting the words flow. So that's kind of how life purpose, that's where effortless living, the idea of effortless living comes in. And effortless living is when you just allow yourself to be in the flow. And to allow yourself to be in the flow, magical miracles happen every second. Your whole life is but a miracle. You live in a miracle. You just feel miracle every time when you're in the flow, of course, because you're living the miracle. You're living the flow. The flow itself is miracle. You're the shift happening now. So the flow that is present, the flow that you're flowing in, whenever in this flow, we try to do something, or wherever there is some glitch in the flow, wherever there is something in the flow that we're being hindered by and we do not work on, and we try to just suppress it and push over it and flow. That pushing over energy does not really help, because wherever that block has once been formulated, even if we push, that block also gets pushed, and the block is going to be going with us in that wave. So whichever wave we go to, the block is going to be there. So each block has to be worked on. Every energy center point which has gone through energy condensation, every condensation of the energy has to be loved and released with complete relaxation. Otherwise, the constriction will be there within, hindering you in very many spaces. So wherever there is a block where you're serving people out of fear, because it's ultimately people who are going to pay, it's ultimately people who are going to help. There are two ways of seeing that. It's always people's money. It's one way to see it. Or another way to see it is that God is the source. Well, everything in this universe belongs to God, and God is the one who provides for me. So now it might sound too good to be true, and if you don't really believe in God, if you don't really have faith in the universe, you wouldn't really be even watching this video. It's not even going to that conditioning. Wherever there is any kind of fear in you, wherever there is some kind of energy in you, because but people will not get it, but people will not get it, but people are you. So if people around you are somewhere not getting it, people around you are somewhere assessing a practical approach, there is a part of you which is not getting it, which is approaching with a practical approach. So wherever this part of you, which people are, is not getting something which you are constantly having a fight with, and this constant fight that is present in your heart space, that is where you need to love yourself. And as you should be feeling a massive relaxation. It should be taking you to the place where you may be wondering that, is it worth it? Should I really take this leap of faith? and let it all go, because once you do this, you lose complete control. So when you love the space, there should be an internal space wondering that what is my life purpose? How are everything going to fall in place? So the same way how your twin flame will come and everything will line up and you will end up getting married to your twin flame. And very same way your life purpose will fall in place, the right people will find you, the money will come and every other thing will fall in place, all the fame that you want, all of that, whatever you want, everything will come in your way. All that you desire in your heart, all that you deeply desire, all your desires come true in God. So when I'm saying all your desires come true in God, there might be a part really hurting you because a lot of your desires have not come true. And like, but those desires didn't come true. So if those desires also don't come true, so you've been taught so far not to be punished, but to be loved, but to have an ideal reality of love and relationship with the person created just for you, living the life purpose uniquely crafted and designed after you, and working with this time people who were put there strategically but by God just for you to propel forward in oneness and congruency with all that is. So having to enter them in your energy system, as we go into another root structure of it, here comes abundance, money. So wherever there is this energy of money, and this energy is like, where will the money come? But God does not know about money. Who told you God does not know about money? Lakshmi, Ganesha are gods and goddess of abundance. Vishnu Loka is like an abode of gold, and every time we see at least the Vedic gods, you will see them that they're always wooden with gold, and there's always a lot of gold entailed. But in heaven there is abundance of gold, and universe was I mean, back in the ancient times people would really exchange gold and other gems and jewelries in barter system with each other, and we've like abundant of resources, abundant of jewels, abundant of gold, abundant of resources, abundant of everything, abundant of food, abundant of trees, abundant of leaves, abundant of plants, abundant of humans, abundant of population, abundant of never ending population, abundant of ever growing population, abundant of everything happening perfectly, abundant of everything out there orchestrating perfectly, abundant of plants, abundant of everything out there, abundant of love, abundant of life. There is everything out there in abundance. There's everything out there in a lot of quantity, a huge lot of quantity. And since everything out there is in abundance, money is in abundance, people are in abundant, the need is in abundant, everything is in abundant. Your universe is abundant, their universe is abundant, my universe is abundant, her universe is abundant, his universe is abundant, and everybody's universe is abundant. With all the abundance, where do you feel abundant? How are you abandoning your sense of abundance? So, wherever that is present in you, that space where you feel like abundance is abandoning me, but abundance does not want me. Wherever you feel that, but I am abandoning myself of the abundance because it's too much of responsibility. It's this, it's that. Whatever you have connected to and abundance too, or wealth too. Definitely, abundance is not just about money. Abundance is a state of being. When you are abundant, you are whole, abundant in love, abundant in emotion, abundant in knowledge, abundant in every way of your being. So, wherever, in terms of wealth, in terms of money, in terms of finances, in terms of economic abundance development inside of you, wherever this programming has not been worked upon, wherever this economic abundance development is somewhat glitching time and again in you, wherever this glitches, you go there and love you there. And as you love yourself there and as you're present with yourself there with that glitch, you may realize that there's a lot of fear considered that you were holding on to, that I'll not have enough, but I'll not have enough. I'll not have enough. I need to save something. I need to go get something. Whatever you were doing that energy is relaxing itself out. And as you go deeper there should be a space in you that I really want the abundance. I really want the abundance. I really want the abundance. But what if I don't have it? What if I don't have it? So what if you're the only one who'll be left behind? And what if you're the only one with whom things will not work out? What if you're the only one with whom things will work out? What if you're the only one who will be a multi-trillionaire tomorrow? What if you're the only one who would come and tell me tomorrow that, hey, I have got won that lottery. I have $1 million in my bank account right now. What if you're the one who's going to have 1 crore rupees in your bank account just overnight? What if you're the one who's calling in sudden wealth in your life? What if you're the one who's about to win the lottery you were dearly, dearly waiting to win? What if you're that person? Whenever there's a clash between you being that person and not being that person, wherever there is a pain, I really want to be that person, but I don't want to hope, because hopes have really mundaned my life. My hopes have really shattered me. I really hope that guy would be my twin flame. It turned out to be my false twin flame. Whatever that is, knowing that the guy was your false twin flame, that was also a great revelation. Like, okay, that was not your twin flame. Okay, so there is someone else who's out there who's your twin flame. But that just does not change the factor that you have a twin flame who you were created with. Similarly, it does not change the factor that you have a life purpose that you were created to share. It does not change the factor that what you seek is seeking for you. And definitely, since what you seek is seeking for you, the life that you seek is seeking for you, the dreams that you have, they're all seeking for you. Whatever the barricade is coming in between, despite all of that, should somewhat be like, how me? Really? I'm gonna get that lucky. I'm gonna fall into alignment finally. So whenever you're gonna do that, but like, but what if things just go wrong again and I just fall out of alignment, again, all over again, things just don't work out, wherever that is there. A lot of emotions basically are coming in. It should and might accompany feelings like, would it be worth the risk? Would it be worth the risk? Would it be worth the risk? Yeah, but that energy is loving that aspect of yours. Having to love that, you should be feeling a sense of relaxation in this zone too. Finally, there should be a part in you where it's like, if you're going through money blocks, maybe you already have a business, or maybe you're willing to start a business, willing to invest in a business, or willing to simply buy my courses, if you're from India, I so highly recommend you to go for my pre-built courses, and they are in massive discount right now. So go ahead and book the courses and go ahead and start living your life purpose. They're in discount because it's a pandemic discount for students who are between the age of 16 to 30. It's for those students who are willing to start their startup and side hustle and are dependent on pocket money or are saving and really are willing to start their business and have that amazing life and have to just start with something to start hustling and bring up that funding required to really start investing for other stuff. It's definitely for students. So if you're in India and you understand Hindi and you would like to learn quantum master manifestation, which includes, of course, NLP and a lot of stuff, NLP, switch words, how to love yourself, and the list goes on, and also how you open your portals, what the different dimensions are, and how you can move from one dimension to another, how the union frequency is, what celestial kingdom frequency is, what soul star chakra frequency is, what Merkaba Mekhaba frequency is, and a lot more. There are like 51 dimensions, 51 chakras that I have talked about. The course is completely in Hindi. It's called Quantum Entanglement Consciousness Alignment Therapy. So in the description box below, you will definitely find a link to that. And you can definitely start your key catch business with that. And that's definitely a modality you can add on to. And in fact, if you would like to learn tarot and start your business, and in fact, be a affiliated reader in our company, I highly recommend you to go for my tarot course, or you simply want to learn how you can master the art of self love more. Definitely go for my How to Love Yourself course in Hindi. And if you would like to work with me one on one, definitely in the description box below, you'll be finding all the details. If you'd like to work with my students, again in the description box below, you will be finding all and every detail. So that's a little about how you can get in touch with me and how I can help you in person so that you can dive deeper. I can just help you, guide you with the blocks I am energetically accessing to inside of you so that you can clear that and welcome abundant reality into your life. So wherever there is some kind of block in your life, whether money block, this block, that block, any kind of block that is there present in your life. So maybe you have a money block, or maybe just, as I said, you're starting your business and you do not know where to start from, how to start from, what to invest on. If you're from India, I just already gave you some amazing ideas how you can invest and start. And if you're going through the fundraising period or hustling period, definitely this company has this formulated structure just for you because its aim is to see the hustlers thrive. So if you're in that phase, I just give you great ideas. And if you're not from India and you would like to work with me one on one and formulate your business and structure it, or even if you're from India and do not want to do any of those, but really want to formulate structure wise and do something different with your own niche and would like to talk to me for idea generation, you will be finding all the details of all the services that I provide in the description box below, including twin flame readings, one consciousness of where you are right now in correlation to your relationship with love within, which is ultimately your relationship with your twin flame, right? So wherever there is this block of any kind of, whether money or anything, there is some kind of block present in you. Whenever I'm using the word block, money block or anything block, this is not coming, block. Your boyfriend's block, your twin flames block, your marriage block, any kind of block. And I'm using the word block, block, block. There is a sense of block you will be feeling inside. Wherever you sense that feeling of block altogether is something which is like, triggering you and really piercing in through you, wherever the piercing in through you sensation is there. All I'm asking you is that you need to just sit with that piercing sensation and love that space. And the part might have fears like, but this is not going to happen, that is not going to happen, this is going to go wrong, that is going to go wrong. This is where your shadow aspects are like coming in or surging up together. So a lot of voices will be there. Continue to love it. Continue to be with that block. A lot of blocks, thoughts, this, that might come. Despite all of that, continue to love that. This is why it's highly recommended if you work with a professional coach like I am, who are working with these things continuously, because the continuous clamorous thoughts and ideas and aspects that you are handling inside alone, that kind of gets overwhelming if you're not coming from a professional aspect, because this is something I'm like doing 24 into 7. So I'm just used to it. Like, it is my profession, it is my life purpose, quantum integration therapy, specialized in visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, emotional balancing and expansion, so that you have emotional intelligence expansion by the surge of understanding these and the wisdom that is entailed when revealed. You feel a sense of release, and that sense of release causes itself the shift, causing you to move into another layer of energy where a lot more energy and assimilation of wisdom comes in, and that surges out and purges out, just cause a sense of relief to bring you back into the flow of alignment. So wherever there is this block still present in you, which is literally piercingly painful in your heart center, as you continue to love that space in you and be with that state of space inside of you, can be anything, any kind of block, success block, fame block, any block, anything that is there, wherever you're feeling it. Just love yourself there. A lot of surges will come, just continue to love yourself there. A lot of storms will pass, continue to love yourself there. A lot of things will try to push you apart from it. Continue to love yourself there. Love it like as if it's your boyfriend, it's your twin flame. You're holding on to your twin flame. This is where you're doing that to yourself for the first time in your life, probably for many of you. So whoever is doing this self love for the first time, congratulations. I love you because you're loving yourself. I love the essence of you that's loving your essence of being. So as you love this aspect in you, as you continue to do that, be with that space in you, love that space in you, flow in the course of your being, loving that aspect of you. No matter what block is coming up, no matter what thought is coming up, you just go beyond and love it. You automatically reach another layer of it. There's a deeper layer to it, and this layer is but a whole belief system that your desires will not come true. And here you are, who's like, my desires will come true. I'm gonna make sure. So this block is clearly like, my desires are not coming true. So wherever this clearly is there, it's like a black hole you've reached. As you love this black hole, the dark end, the end of the world, the end of the path, wherever you've reached this space, as you love this path, deep down it also wants your desires to come true. As you love this path, should be feeling a massive phase of release inside of you. Anything still holding you back, anything still coming in your way, anything really, hindering your peace, consciousness. Continue to love that. Anything coming in your way, just continue to sit with every block and just choose to love those blocks unconditionally, without judgment, without trying to know the cause of the block, the source of them. There might be a lot of parts of you that are sprinkling, and falling, and you're loving them. As you do so, those parts of you should flicker up to open the space for you, and you would be experiencing a little surge, literally, where your soul and body are experiencing a sense of unity. So, as this process of unity consciousness activation is happening inside of you, just continue to hug yourself. Literally see that your higher self and you are now embracing each other. So continue just now tightly pull yourself close and just love yourself as much as you can. Finally, you're coming back home to you. Finally, you're coming back home to yourself. Finally, you're coming back home to who you truly are. And this is the first time you're choosing to love yourself beyond any need, beyond any existence of anything else altogether. Wherever you're conscious about, where will the money come from? Where will anything else fall in place? Where will what will happen? Wherever this state of anxiousness is present in you. So I'm going to be talking a bit to Titika. So let me introduce you all to Titika. Hi, Titika.
Hello,
Hello.
hi,
How are you?
fine. Feeling sleepy
Okay.
now.
So how about your money block? Where is it right now?
Morning block. Okay. You'll have to help me here, thoda.
Yes. So how do you feel? Like, and I'm saying money block. How do you feel?
I feel it somewhere in the heart space.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay. And what is it doing?
It's saying I'm not enough. That's why I will not have enough.
Okay. So wherever it's saying I'm not enough, you go there
Hmm.
and we just hug her. Tell her that she's very cute because she's saying I'm not enough, so I'll not have enough. Very creative, cute, and adorable. So knowing, acknowledging the factor to it, so we can love her. So just hug her tightly. As you're loving her, do you sense a fierce resistance in between?
Yes,
What is that resistance telling you?
you'll not have it ever. Something like that.
Okay, will not have it ever. So do you see that this part is like one part is there, one part is like forcibly bent across?
Hmm.
So if we straighten the other part as is loosened, there is a part which is like you're really holding on to, and there's a lot of grip here and
Hmm.
resistance here that I sense.
Yes.
So, what the resistance here that I'm sensing as you go there, what are you getting there?
Nothing works out. Uh, no matter whatever I'm going to do, it is not going to work out. All this is
Mm.
bakwas.
All right. So, as you go there and love yourself more,
Um,
I do sense that we're moving into another state where is in the center point of anxiousness.
hmm, hmm.
As you love her, what is coming up?
She's just used to being anxious. That's cute. Oh my god. Why are you anxious?
So this used to be anxious, cute little part. As you love her, I do sense that there's a part which is like willing to come out and stuff.
Mhm.
So there's a part which is willing to be seen. She's willing to be heard. Do you sense her?
Yes.
So can you hug her? What about the part who's feeling to be seen and heard? You are loving her. Why is she paining?
Um,
Why is she paining? Why is there this pain? What is coming in this energy? Because I do sense like you're loving it, and there's this like gap,
mhm.
tongue. What is the tongue thing going on?
She was waiting forever to be seen and heard. That's her pain.
Okay. So as the pain part of that, the part which I'm pointing out is that you sense that there is this part which is, as you close your eyes, just goldenish in color. No?
Mm-hmm.
Can
Yes.
you sense that part?
Yes. Yes.
And it's like a clog sort of a thing. Can you sense that?
Yes. Yes. Heaviness.
When you go there in that space, a clog sort of a thing in this area, just love that. It's loosening up as you love it. It's loosening up more. So as this cursive points comes up,
Mm-hmm.
why is it so scared?
She was used to being scared. Wow. Why? It's always been like this.
So as you tightly hug her and we become best friends with her, you're showing her like, hey, you got us, let's chill. She's tightly hugging you right now. I do see a table turning sensation inside of you. So how where does money block now stand? How do you feel when I say money block?
There is some heaviness. I don't know why.
Okay. So what is it coming up? Like what does that heaviness make you feel like when I'm seeing money block? How do you feel?
What if nothing you do works out? Anything you do that won't work out? Is there something like that?
Okay. Wherever there is this thought process, what if nothing I do works out? Just love yourself there. So I do sense there's a part that is like everything will go wrong, 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 everything will go wrong. Do you sense that?
Yes, yes.
Allow her to be hugged by you tightly. You're shifting it to everything will go right, everything will go right, everything will go right, everything will go right, everything will go right. So anything in between is coming out. Like this thick, piercing thing that came out.
Yes.
Love that point. Another prick piercing thing came out of it. Love that. A lot of pricking
Oh.
piercing things will now come out. A lot of things are bursting out. Love those bursts so that they can burst out furthermore.
Oh.
As we go to the core of your idea of money block, so there is a deep rooted pain of maybe of seeing poverty or experiencing it in the past. There often at times what happens is that if we in India, of course, we've all experienced we have an idea of what poverty is. So once the poverty line has been experienced, the idea of poverty has been experienced, there's a constant state of fear that I don't want to go back there. I don't want poverty again. The fear is like the fear of seeing that again, seeing that life again, and to experience something else, and then going back to that again. So that going back to that again is like the biggest fear. Wherever this biggest fear is there of going back to that again, as you love that space, of course you don't want to go back there. So anything in between, which is like, I don't want to go back there, I don't want to go back there. But there is like this deep seated pain inside of you because of the fear that which is like, I don't want to go back, you have to go back, you will go back. So wherever
Mm-hmm.
this clash is there, love that small tiny point which you're feeling right now. Everyone out there who's watching my video for the first time and wondering that how do I know what's going on inside of your body and how am I really getting it? Because for anybody out there who's watching the video will be experiencing the same magic is because it's my gift. It's because this is the quantum field and I work and operate from the quantum field. Quantum field is energy healing done on a very molecular level. And through this healing modality, which is quantum integration, you can literally heal anything and everything, whether you're going through back pain, whether you have some health issue, whether you have trauma, no matter where you are in your life, you're welcome. And I would love to release those resistance out of you and help you experience a shift so that the blocks are gone and you experience massive propulsion of magic just moving forward in her life. So as she's loving that space in her, there's still a lot of hammering energy there.
Mm. Yes.
As she continues to love it, 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 love it. It's broken down to a smaller particle. So I do sense in you that there is a part that which is like it wants to sway away and just start afresh and take that leap of faith. Do you sense that part?
Yes.
So when you're taking that leap of faith, if she's ready to sway away and take that leap of faith, she who is taking the leap of faith and she who is pushing her back,
Mm-hmm.
you sense this energy.
Yes, 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 it's there.
So in between, you have to get it
Mm-hmm.
and love it, the part. the heart aspect of this part, which really is on your side, which is pushing you between that. Just love this aspect of the heart. So the other aspect of you, which is kind of in a state of not wanting it, you will be feeling its pain right now. So now that you feel that aspect's pain as well, now love that aspect's pain in your heart. And this aspect is also your ego, which really is here to protect you and is just there because no, I just don't want you to get hurt. I just don't want you to get hurt. I just don't want you to get hurt. Wherever I just don't want you to get hurt. This energy is there in it and it's deep seated
Mm-hmm.
inside your space.
Yes, yes, yes.
Just tightly hug it. There's a little kind of thing that is coming out. You're sensing it?
Yes,
Hello?
yes, yes. Hello.
Yeah. So the needle thing that is coming out, that is the point where you're just going in and loving yourself right now. As you do so, a lot of things are falling away from that space. Do you see that?
Mhm. Yes,
So now that I'm saying money block, a little portion that is remaining, a little tiny little thing that I'm sensing right now. As you love that tiny little sensation, what's coming up as you love it? All the tiny blocks that it's giving birth to, as you love all of them, did you just experience that breakthrough, that
yes,
shift?
yes, I did. Yes,
How do you feel now when I say money block? Does it resonate?
yes. No, it
It
doesn't that
resonates?
much.
Not that
That
much,
doesn't
but
resonate.
like compared to before, the resonance of the word money block has reduced, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now we move on to Navnita, who's here to attract lottery. So let's see the energy that she's in telling. Hi, Navnita. Hello. Hello, are you there? Okay. She isn't here. So we can move on to Kajal because she is planning to buy a Rolls Royce. So we can help her manifest that. Hi, Kajal. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, ma'am. Are you able to
Hi.
hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Hello.
Yeah. Tell me.
Yes. Your call is breaking though. Your voice. Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So when I'm using the word money block, how do you feel?
Mm, In money blocks, I don't feel like a much anything like any block or anything because I just found for myself that for me, always our money flow is very good. Like it is
Yeah.
not, I never felt like there is any block in money at my side.
Okay. That's
But
amazing.
yeah, as I told you, I need some more money for buying Range Rover. So I
Yes.
just need that.
Okay.
That
So let's manifest Range Rover.
yeah, please, please.
Yes. So when I'm saying that you have Range Rover, so as you go in your heart space,
Yeah.
how much distance do you sense with Range Rover?
For now, I'm feeling so much distance because it is like start at least from a 60 lakh. So for now, it is like कि हाँ अगले जन्म में मिलेगी क्या?
No, in your heart space, as you tap into your heart space, in the
Yeah.
favorite position where you tap in the class,
Yes.
energetically, how far is it? Like, I do sense a little energetic gap between it. Energetically, do you sense the gap?
Yeah. There is a little gap. There is a gap.
Hmm. So, that little gap that is there, all I'm asking you is to love that little gap.
Okay.
You're really experiencing your shift very fast, though. How do you feel?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like uh, gap
Queen
कम
of
हुआ
the
है
world.
कुछ.
Like, gap, yeah, gap. Yeah. So,
Oh
wherever
my
there
God.
is this little gap that is still remaining of like really
Yeah.
the impossible will be possible. You never know, someone might just come and give you that as a gift. Someone just might give you the money. Someone might just give
Oh
it to
my
you out of
God.
love.
Oh my God. I'm
You
gonna
might
faint.
meet your favorite, the person you showed me, and the person might just come and give you a gift. Hey, this is your gift. So,
Oh,
with all
man,
friends.
this time I am at seventh cloud. I'm just feeling that.
So wherever there is this energy in your heart,
Yeah.
which is like a bit unbelievable. So
Yeah.
let's try it with your favorite topic, which you messaged me today about.
Okay.
So, which is unbelievable to you, which is your twin flames journey right now.
Yeah. That is always
So,
unbelievable for me.
so
I just
wherever
believe
this,
in you, not on twin flame. I just believe in you for now.
you believe in God,
Yeah,
or
I
not?
believe in God and I believe in you. Not a twin flame, I don't.
So wherever this, you don't know who your twin flame is. That's like the, this is like the ideal phase of attracting your twin flame. But wherever you
Okay.
don't know who your twin flame is, this is, that is, or whether the person you really want should be your twin flame, whether it is
Yeah.
or not. So this
Mhm.
gap that you sense,
Mhm.
there is a block there. So love that.
Yeah, there is, I'm definitely feeling block.
Yeah, so love that. As you love that, more and more and more you fill that space up with love because you're energetically doing great. You should be having a huge energy shift much faster. So now that we reach mid portion of it, do you sense that mid portion energy?
Yeah.
So just go and love yourself in that mid portion. So there's a thing that just got detached. So that part that got detached is the part that's still hurting. So as you love that part, so again your ego, which is like, I'm just trying to protect you, and you're like, you don't have to protect me. He's gonna come back. You just need to believe it. You're like befriending your ego, and you're telling your ego like, you just need to believe that this person is coming back and it's gonna happen. And it's like, really? And you're like, yeah, man, that's how it works. You got like nice information, bro. And
Oh
just
God, it sounds so beautiful and so relaxing for me.
there is this energy which is still hammering you.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit pain
Yes, so
That's
just
why.
tightly hug that tiny space.
Okay.
We're getting to another smaller portion of it inside. We're hugging that too. You should be feeling like relaxed now, by the way. Do you feel that?
Yeah. After hugging that part, now I'm
Yes.
feeling really.
So there's this small, tiny portion I'm seeing in the middle. It's like, so as you tightly hug it. So this is like, should I take the confidence? So if you kind of, take the confidence to believe that he's coming back and take the leap of faith, things will work out. So wherever this inner child of yours who's coming out in that process, who's like really scared to take that leap of faith, as you love her,
Yeah.
there's another part coming out, which might be and is him. So just allow him to hug you tightly. As the energy shift happens, going back to your car's energy, how much gap do you sense?
Okay. Yeah. Now I felt like, yeah,
You have
relax
the
when
car,
you know.
like you feel like you have it.
Okay. About my car energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That so I'm feeling on that. I am just bit confident. Yeah. I will get that.
Hmm? Okay, that's the key.
I will get that definitely.
Okay,
I
but
told
for
you na I
this,
am on seventh
okay,
cloud regarding the
okay,
car.
for the guy part, there's a little part which isn't sure.
Yeah.
So wherever this isn't sure part is there, that's coming out, and that thing that just came out, love that part. The tiny thing that just came out, love that. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You should be like relaxing and breathing out. How do you feel now about the guy part?
I don't know it's miracle or what happened. Like when I have closed my eyes and in feeling, and when I have closed my eyes, I have seen there is a scene where he is hugging me, and I just felt that also. I just seen from my eyes, like my eyes was closed, and there is it is like a some picture in background, and I was like feeling like he is hugging me, and I am also in my body. I am also feeling that. That yeah, when you told me na like
There you go. The little pain which is there, I don't know, I don't know. A bit scary thing that is there. What if, leaving this, what if the tiny thing that is coming out, tightly hug that tiny thing. So there's a small part which just needs a little assurance of I'm good enough. So just love that part telling that you are good enough, you're 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 good enough. And you should be having like another spring sort of a shift. So how do you feel now?
it's good, but I have just one fear that I am feeling right now. Like, what if it is not happened?
Okay,
Why? That's the
okay,
exact line.
okay, great. So what if it doesn't work out?
Yeah,
What if it doesn't happen? What if it doesn't work out? Wherever it doesn't work out, the pain is there, going there, first loving that energy. So the energy is moving its direction, and it is, you sense the angular shifting of that energy right inside.
yeah,
So along with the angular shifting, love it. Each time it is shifting and pointing at a position, love that position. Like it's shifting in a very beautiful way where it's just pointing out. So everywhere it's pointing out, just love those. I hear Kajal saying, "He's mine, he's mine." Is that true?
Yeah. How you understand always? Even this is miracle. This is complete miracle. How can you know?
I don't know.
You know exactly what is my words right now.
I
But
could
I'm,
hear you.
yeah, I
I
know
could
that.
hear. That's
You
right.
can hear everyone.
I can't. I can hear and I'm healing that person and I'm like inside that person's molecular composition.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, as you
I
are
get
saying
into
that molecular thing, so I am just when you are telling me that there is some energy, so I was feeling like there is a completely white energy that is
mm,
around me and inside me, and
yes,
there is too much energy and there is too much shift that I have
yes.
felt right now.
You know, I love you. What you just said. Because
I love you too.
God is in us, we are in God. So you just experienced the most beautiful shift of humanity.
Thank you so much. It's all because of you.
It's all because of your love for God. Otherwise, you wouldn't be experiencing this in the first place.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. And congratulations on the massive shift with this energy.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you so much.
are you feeling a state of relaxation in most of the places?
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
feeling
sure.
relaxed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, before we end this session, we'll be manifesting some millions of dollars for Navnita. Hi, Navnita. Hello.
Hello. There's
Hi.
something wrong with Zoom. I pressed unmute to answer and I was kicked out. So I have no idea what questions you asked in between. Just
Okay.
repeat.
So I'm gonna ask you that. So you want to manifest lottery, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how do you feel about the factor? Like you've been like, how do you feel about it now? About it, that desire,
I feel it's
manifestation.
happening. It's already happened. Like in the sense, it's already. It's how do I say it? It's already granted. Just a matter of
Yes,
divine timing, which is
divine
just around
timing.
the
Yes,
corner. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
great. So how do you feel in your heart about the factor that it's taking some time?
I was anxious maybe earlier, but now I'm not. I feel
Yes.
it's done. Just a matter of that ticket. That's all. It's done. Matlab, it's come to me. It's destined for me. Of that, I have no doubt.
Yeah, of course, that's for sure. That is
That's
for
for
sure.
sure.
We're going to Paris. That's for sure.
Oh,
Like
without a doubt. You have
that's
not
for
started
sure. Like
packing.
I
You should
have
start
my
packing.
things packed like already. Like we are so going to Paris. That's like so sorted. Like
Awesome.
I literally see us in Paris and having fun and clicking
Absolutely.
pictures.
Yes.
That's for
Yes. Yes.
sure. And I,
Yes.
in fact, I am aware of our Dubai trip and US trip that is happening like very soon. So
Awesome.
I do know that your Loto is like coming super soon. So now
Gracias.
that it's here, how do you feel like it's finally got it? Like no matter
Fantastic.
of size. How do you feel like the fact that
Cloud
it's finally
nine.
here?
Can you believe I'm a millionaire? Oh, so
Finally, like wow, finally you're a millionaire. Like
rather, if I may say billionaire,
you
if
were
we say.
always a
Yeah.
millionaire. So it's just that it had to, you know, formulate itself in the physical reality. But I'm really
Hmm.
very happy for you that it finally manifested.
Yes,
Finally
yes,
happening
yes,
here,
yes,
like it's
yes.
here. Congratulations to you.
Gracias. Thank you very much.
Congratulations for winning $1 million.
How does it get
I,
even better than that?
and not just all, like $1 million. Oh my god, like fuck, like wow, congratulations. You finally made it. And like I really love that message that they had sent you along with the Lotto thing, and they were like all appreciative, and you got all the
Congratulations,
flowers and
support and all.
gifts. Oh
Yes,
my
yes,
god,
yes.
like it was so exciting. I
It was.
loved it.
Me too.
Um,
I read that email every morning when I wake up. It feels very nice.
like of course, like oh my god, like if I were you, I would literally like taken a printout and like
And it's
probably
under
kept
my
it.
pillow actually. Every night I put it under my pillow and morning I see it. That
Okay.
email is such lucrative.
And oh my god. And the best part is that, like, oh my god, best part is that when you won the lotto and you were like, hey, we like so going to US and you like booked the tickets also. I'm like so excited for that trip,
Emirates
coming in
via Dubai.
December. Yeah,
Yes,
coming in December.
yes,
Like I'm
yes.
so very excited for like 12 December when we're like finally going on the trip. Like, I'm
Absolutely.
super duper excited. Finally the money also got in
Christmas,
cash in your account.
Christmas in
I'm
the
so glad.
US.
Yes, finally the money also got encashed in your account, and I'm so happy for
Yes.
that.
Thank you. So
Like
am I.
finally, oh my god, finally! So we have a multi-millionaire here, and it's like such a beautiful feeling.
Absolutely. My ecstasy knows no bounds, I would say. It's just
Yes,
the whole feeling of being a millionaire. It's just,
yes,
the whole feeling. I'm a millionaire. The whole feeling.
yes,
More than the money, it's just the feel of millionaire.
yes,
Pick up anything, hop into a limo and get dropped at the airport, hire a private yacht, hire a private jet to fly from Paris to Monte Carlo, and just anything and everything. Just that feeling is amazing. More than the actual money is the feeling of being a millionaire.
yes. Like you already have the actual money. It's the actual money that gave that sensation and the feeling. So
Exactly.
we of course have like immense gratitude for the money that made you the multimillionaire.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's
Being
just
correct.
such a beautiful feeling to have the money and have that all the multi $1 million cash.
Yes, yes.
And
How does it get even better than that?
as you just smell the money, as you just feel the money, as you just take the breathtaking aura of the money inside and in the essence of your being, and as you feel that essence of that money, and as you just mesmerize in the presence of that money, and as you embrace that money, whenever that money is like a bit distant from your energy zone, whenever I'm talking about money,
Hmm.
do you sense that energy surge?
Yes, it's in my lap. I'm
Yeah. So
holding it.
just
Yes.
wherever there is any energy inside of you, which is like energetically,
Mm-hmm.
where you sense a little bit of push in your heart space,
Mm-hmm.
as you bring that space closer, that
Mm-hmm.
part, you will see that that part is bursting out into a lot of cash,
Yes.
and it's swirling up in the form of money, and there is
Yes.
money sprinkling everywhere. There is a
I'm surrounded
fountain
by it.
of money literally flowing in the course of your being, and as those parts are breaking, there's fountains of money flowing. There's fountains of money, there's fountains of gold, there's fountains of gold rush happening now. The cup is really overflowing, and any part of you which is stored in you, which is still in pain and wandering, it's just breaking apart that, and there is diamond and gold and everything flowing, and there's a diamond essence rising up and shining in its essence and glory. And as you embrace that diamond, it sprinkles out in platinum rush, and you're coated with sprinkly energy of gold, platinum, and all the jewels and all the money just swirling up and splashing open and bursting open to bring in you a true sensation of joyous embodiment and love, light, and money and truth. How do you feel
Awesome.
now?
Cloud nine. I'm like surrounded by platinum gold and dollars around me, like as if I'm hugging them and they're
Even I
around me.
saw dollars. Even I
Awesome.
just saw dollars. So yeah, that's great. Definitely, $1 million is coming. It's already here. $1 million. You already have it. You're already enjoying it. So, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 6 million, 7 million, 8 million, 9 million, $10 million are coming. So wherever
Okay.
there is fear of number, does anybody have fear of number here? You can unmute yourself and tell me, I have fear of number.
I
I'm
have
sure
fear.
Rahim, you have fear of number.
I have fear of number.
Okay. So where you have fears of number? This is something that I never had because I'm like when I was a child, I used to be like, I'll have 99 crore rupees. So wherever you have this fear of number, so there might be a point in you, piercing point. Too much number means responsibility. Number means responsibility. That's being shifted out. There might be another point that I can't take the risk or take the leap of faith risk. So leap of faith thing crushes out. A block just left you permanently. How do you feel?
Very relaxed, very chilled out. Thank you for sensing that.
Welcome.
I had a, yeah, that like one is better than 99. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You have like 99 crore rupees, out of
Mm,
which 2 crore is mine. Thank you so much.
absolutely. How does it get even better?
Like I have 5 crore rupees. You gave me 2 crore. Rahi won lottery. She gave me 2 crore. Deepika won lottery. I gave her discount, so she gave me 1 crore. Like I have 5 crore rupees and
Amazing.
Urmila won lottery. She gave me 7 crore rupees. I'm like multi-millionaire man. Like you guys are all like 99 crore people who have 99 crore, 100 crores, and are like keep earning in lotteries. How it cannot get better. It's just like it can like get its best already.
Yeah. What else is
Uh,
possible?
It just enhances to be in its most divine essence.
Absolutely.
How does
Absolutely.
it get more divine here? How does it get more godlier? How can I invite more of God? Because Lakshmi is overflowing in her cup today, and Lakshmi is splashing love for us, and there is gold Diwali happening in our quantum field at this point of time. So anything, any point inside of anybody which is stored energy bursting out open, and the entire field transmutes into its golden delight with silvery essence, and all the surges stored within, which was storing your finances to not overflow, is breaking the shield, and there is overflow of wealth happening now just for you. Thank you, my love, and light to you. Do like, share, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to press the bell icon to never miss an update again. And if you would like to work with us one on one or be a part of the group classes, in the description box below, you will find all the details. So thank you and love and light to you. Namaste.